Hello everybody, you know it is. Let's get back to it. Tips for Tuesday. Alright everybody, I am going to be so quick today. I'll try to have you in and out when I can. I think last week was a little bit long, but today it's going to be short, and I just want to talk about being naive. Alright, so talking about being naive, right? So I grew up pretty sheltered, even though I just turned 43 years old. Like the big portion of my life I lived like in the church world. I went to college, but like I still was heavily involved in church, and so and then I went to be married like young, so I was married young and in church and college, and it's just like I was very naive. And so I recently realized that you cannot believe everything that somebody tells you, and that sometimes you have to check things out. Like I'm just so trusting, and I'm just like, okay, like why would anybody make this up or what? And people would tell me that all the time, but I've learned my lesson. So that's, I guess, what I want to talk about, because if I had paid attention to one of the scriptures about being fruit inspectors, and somebody mentioned something to me in terms of, so the word says to ye shall know them by their fruits. And if you don't follow the Bible, it's also one of those things, like I was telling you guys last week, that so many cliches that we use or whatever, that we think is just a cliche, but it actually comes from the word. And so you shall know them by their fruits. And then you're taught in church to be a fruit inspector. What does that mean, and how does that need to interpret into my life and your life? It's just this in a nutshell. Like when somebody is telling you that this or that or all these things, it's like you need to look at the things in their life to see if the things in their life are adding up to what they're saying. Now I and you sometimes have a tendency to hear what they're saying and see that things are not totally adding up, but you listen to them telling you, okay, I know what it looks like, but these are the things that I'm planning, and this is how this is what I'm planning to do. But if they're not able to show you the plan and say, here it is, like show you in black and white, then you can't believe it. And so my tip for Tuesday is to not take everything for face value. That what people tell you is oftentimes not always the truth, and that if they're afraid of your questions, and if they're afraid of you digging deeper, or if they shy away from, like, let's be more open, let's game, but you can't see the fruit of that game, there's no game. And that I always like to see the best in people, and think that, like, well, they came on some rough times and this, that, or whatever. But you know what? Sometimes you just got to say, well, when you get that together, holla, and that's in everything. That's like if you're going to start a new job and they're saying, oh, we have these benefits and that, and you don't see them, then it's like, yeah, this isn't the job for me. So that's it in a nutshell. Be vigilant, the word says. Know them by their fruits. So no fruits, no goal. There's only one you, and whoever you share your time with, your significant other or your children or your friends, they need to love you and celebrate you, and celebrate you the way that you deserve to be celebrated, which would be the way, I think I talked about this on Tips of Tuesday before, that like if you're not doing what the person wants, you're not doing what you need to be doing. And that's with anybody. Like, I don't want to give my daughter a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle birthday party, because that's not what she wants. She's a girl and she's 11, and she would not want that. And so celebrate the people around you the way they want to be celebrated. Okay?